Hey, here Max a Trade again. Here we have DCTH and traded this sucker. So this morning, not this morning, a few mornings ago, it's trading here. It's going at it, and it was up. It was decently up, 8, 9%, whatever. And volume was above average already, so started watching it. And then around here, volume just crazy picked up, and it just started skyrocketing. And I was like, I'm not chasing, no big deal, whatever. And I didn't feel comfortable buying in any of these situations, honestly. I should have probably, here around 13 and held it. Then I started doing more research and read their SEC filings and figured out that told me there's some, they were dumping. Somebody can exercise their shares at 15.2 cents. Yeah, 15.2 cents, whatever. So I'm like, well, that's no, if I buy at 14, 15 too, it's a decent, 10, 15%. And I was like, it's worth for a swing or to see because they're gonna push that there and they're gonna try to push it there and that earnings, so that was good. And overall, it seemed a decent potential trade. Um, no, what is that? And long-term chart, this thing has been pumped forever and I don't know if you could say officially it's a pump and dump, but it's definitely acting like it. A few months ago, it was crazy. It was just good old times. 6 cents all the way up to 36 cents. Six times, 7 times your money. If you started at, if you buy at 2 cents here, that's 16 times your money. But it was, so it has potential to run. It with 400, half a billion shares and average volume is 100 million. And at that time, we were at, it was okay. The volume wasn't great, but it was okay. So I was like, I have a few day trades left, but let's try this for a swing, see what we can get out of it. And the past few trades before that, they've just been running 30, 40, 50% in the 2, 3 days, and on news and stuff. So I was like, I only captured the meat of the move, like 5, 10%. I was like, I need to have some patience and hold, see what happens. So I'm like, I'll give this one patience. Everything seems good. I can't exercise it till later, so it's not going to be a big sell off. So I was wrong. But so I bought here, end of day, and it was like, I was watching this channel here, and I ended up buying at, actually, I think I 13.1 or 13.5. Anyways, it was okay. It was 13.1, 13.5 with the I think it was risking at 13. The risk reward was there and it was worth it. But then it hit the 14.24 a few times. I'm like, that's not good. It's been hitting that ceiling. But volume was good and volume was drying up. And then end of the day, it kind of comes down, but it hasn't broke my support. So I was like, I'm still holding, giving it some time. And then aftermarket, it just climbs it, climb back to high day. I was like, that's good, let it sit like this. That'll be good. All of a sudden, there's just big blocks. Not big blocks, but they're decent sized blocks of just selling happening like crazy. I'm like, oh, this is not good. All of a sudden, I was busy doing something else, and I see that it's down to the 12s. I'm like, this is weird price action. This does not make sense. And I honestly had no idea why I was doing this. It could have been late reaction here, an SEC filing. There's okay, Tim. Okay, late reaction or something. Who knows? And I was like, it broke already, and my broker's fee for D-Trade to sell this aftermarket would be $111. I was like, heck no. There'll be a bounce either today or tomorrow, and it bounced up, and it just kind of sat there and back and forth. Like, I was like, it was dumb of me, but I was like, this has to go up. There's no reason why it should be crashing. This has to be some technicality, not late prints, but there's something wrong, and maybe just stop losses. The market makers just want to get rid of some people. and they were just taking stop losses out, so new buyers can come in. And who knows what it was doing? It honestly seemed more like manipulation than anything else. It wasn't some news wasn't released or anything. And I'm watching, in the morning it gaps up pretty decent. It's going up and it hits 15.2. I'm like, okay. And this is still pre-market. I'm like, I can't sell because it's gonna take like a quarter of my profits just the commission fees. Like, this is dumb, we'll see what market opens, see what it does, and it starts perking up here, and I'm like, okay, this is good. Big perk up, so of course comes back down, whatever. Market open, it just goes out of the zoom. Like, I like this. This is really good. It goes up, and I see it, and it tips here. I'm like, I need to get out. And then at this point, I'm selling, and I realize that for some reason, $100 of my profit are gone already. I was like so confused, and I just froze for a minute. I'm like, because I always keep tabs. I'm like, well, I kind of knew what I should have been making right here, and I was like, $100 is gone. Where did it go? Well, the problem is that my routing and when I bought this was set to Arca, and it charged me $111. So I was already pissed with that. I'm like, okay, I'm pissed. I just need to get out. I'm already in for a good, 15-20% profit. It's all good. I just need to get out because I'm already pissed. So I get out like 16.1 or 16.5 or like around here. And I was like, and I was happy. I made 600, 700, $600. It should have been like 700, 800. And then it breaks down. I'm like, no, it barely broke. It comes back down. I'm like, no big deal. And then later in the day, it goes to 18, 7. I left $1,200, $1,300 on the table. But I was happy because I still, stuck to my plans. I got rid of it. No big deal. And then people were talking they wanted to buy it in here. I'm like, I don't know. It didn't sit well with me because it was up for the day, but it just didn't sit well with me. And then pre-market goes up, and I'm like, well, if this was normal stock, I would probably be buying it in here right here because it's going up, and but I'm not going to pay $100 in commission fees. It's literally going to be a quarter of my profits right there. And just in case I need to sell, it wasn't worth it, the risk and reward. And pre-market just jumps. I'm like, oh, great. Like, I should have bought it here in the 17s and got out in the 20s, 23s, and that would have been great. But, stuff happens. And then, they just went to shit. So 24 down to 16. That was a great short sell if anybody did that. But in the whole day, it's just been going down. And kudos to those who short sold that. And I can't dip buy. It's the scariest thing in the world for me. I'm practicing it. I'm learning it. There's just, it goes down from 23, 22, and you could be thinking, and I was thinking, hey, maybe it's just, it went up, so people are taking profits because the whole night was climbing up, and it's gonna go back up. You buy here, breaks, one loss, you'll lose there. There, that was a big enough dive, so I won't dip buy, and it comes back. That was a decent, so I'll buy that. But it's still, you get that at 16. What are you gonna sell that right here? 18. That's just the risk reward isn't there for me. But no, there's a lot of people that profited on these, 10, 15, 20% swings, and that was good. But that was that, and DCTH is, always love it, but it pissed me off, really did. And when there's weird price action, and there's been a lot of times there's weird price action, and like on my MNGA, there was weird price action here, but there was a lot of support still. So I was like, this should be good. Still weird, and it crashed, dipped quite a bit, 20, 15, 20%. DCTH, it crashed at a big dip, but it recovered because of the weird price action. So it literally seemed like stop losses here. MNGA, I should have figured that it wasn't stop losses, it was just investors or people not liking it. Anyways, that's DCTH. Thank you.